I'm Jeff Philbin, and this is Dinner DeeAs, the show with ideas for meals you can make. Today, we're having a Southern breakfast for dinner with breakfast pizza, salmon patties, and okra hush puppies. Get your PJs back on. It's breakfast somewhere. Welcome into Dinner DeeAs, delectably different dinner ideas from our kitchen to yours. Joining us with our late breakfast today is April Page. She's the owner of Tampa breakfast restaurant Girl and a Grill. You may also know her from her Instagram of the same name, where she shares pictures and videos of her colorful decor and even more colorful hair, lipstick, and wardrobe choices. Breakfast, the most important meal of the day.
Oh, yeah.
But does that make breakfast for dinner more important?
Oh yeah, especially when you're sitting around with your family who you love and you're taking that first bite and you're extremely happy.
I love that. So what's the first step to get your breakfast for dinner going?
Well, first we gotta make the ham and the bacon because that's part of the toppings to go on the breakfast pizza.
Sounds like a plan. So you're putting in nice little bit of some ham slices in just what? A pan with just a little bit of butter?
Just a little bit of butter.
Okay, so at least a little bit of some brown butter here, it looks like. And what are you looking for? Just to kind of get a little bit of color?
Yeah, because it's already cooked. Your bacon, you're going to cook it a little bit on the crispy side.
Okay. Can I help you get that into the pan?
Sure,
All right,
that'd be great.
Let's go right in.
Thank you.
We'll drop that right in.
Perfect.
You know, it's a little bit of healthy choices here. I mean, we're starting it off with a little bit of pork, but...
Well, you got some green in there, so you're okay. But you can choose whatever you want.
Okay.
You can choose whatever you want. If you want to go with turkey bacon, if you want to go with no meat at all, that's up to you.
Okay. And so we're also going to be making a dough for this breakfast pizza, it looks like.
Yeah, this is a really simple dough. It's just a little bit of Greek yogurt, some flour, a couple of other ingredients.
Walk us through how we get there then, because I'll keep an eye on our proteins over here for you, and I'll make that happen for you there.
So first what you're going to do is you're going to put your flour into the bowl.
Okay.
Pretty simple. There we go. And then you're going to put your baking soda right on top of there. All your dry ingredients, pretty much. Some salt. All right.
Nice.
Alrighty, and then I would stir that a little bit. I'm just going to stir
just
that
so
together.
that way you can incorporate all those dry ingredients together.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
And then I'm going to put my Greek yogurt. Okay.
Now, why Greek yogurt to make a pizza dough?
I like the Greek yogurt.
Nice.
It tastes good to me.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah. There we go.
And this is because we don't really have a lot of rising agents in this. It's not like we really have to let this sit to rise,
No,
right?
you actually don't. That's another reason I love it.
Nice.
Exactly.
Now I make the flip here with your ham. Is that what you're looking for?
That's perfect.
All right,
because
cool.
I'm going to cut it up, though it's going to cook a little bit more in the oven.
Perfect.
So we're good to go.
I'll monitor that part for it.
Thank you so much for helping me. You're so nice.
Teamwork makes the dream work, right? Come on, I'm your sous chef right now.
Exactly.
Because to make these for your dinner or breakfast, we have the recipes on our website, dinnerdeas.com. Just scan the QR code right in the corner of your screen, take you right to our site, my friends.
So what you're going to be looking for is, as soon as it gets in small crumbles, it's done, okay?
Okay.
So I'm just going to keep stirring that.
Nice.
I'm kind of seeing what I want. I got to keep going a little bit longer.
But it seems pretty quick to kind of put all of those ingredients together for it.
Yeah, it's not
bad. Which is quite nice.
Bad. Oh, yeah. Here we go.
So, like, if you're thinking about this, you can kind of set the day off and be like, all right, 2 birds, 1 stone. No pun intended that we're going to have some eggs into it there, okay?
Yeah.
But, you know, you can totally start this in the morning and just kind of, like, let this kind of be, come back to it later on.
You could.
Okay.
You definitely could. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Okay, and then you're going to put a little, flour on your cutting board.
Okay.
There we go. We're going to knead it about, I'm going to say, 15 to 20 times. All right, let's play with some dough, guys.
I like it.
Fun.
How long have you been making this recipe? Like, this is something that's been like
new that I just, this is, my Aunt Kelly always gives me a new recipe every time I go to her house.
Nice, and where's she at?
She's in Sarasota.
Very cool, very cool. So if you're watching, this is going to be absolutely fantastic. What was your aunt's name?
Aunt Kelly.
Aunt Kelly, okay.
Yeah.
Come on now.
She'll be so happy.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm staring at that bacon. I want a slice of it. I'm not gonna lie. I might steal a little bite. What do we have to do for what's happening here with the dough ball to start rolling that part out?
Sure. So right now you just need to cut it into 4, and you need 4 thin pizza dough. So
Okay.
just,
okay.
yeah, they're
So
gonna
you're gonna
be
make like
oval.
little small
You can make 'em
individual
oval.
balls. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect.
Sure. And never fear if it gets too wet. Just add some flour and
that's
you'll
what
be
it's there
fine.
for.
Sometimes I'm sitting there with flour for about 5 minutes. I swear.
I like
But then
it.
you get to that good consistency and you're good to go.
Okay. All
Okay.
right, cool.
Just, don't get scared about that part. That's okay.
All right.
Yeah. There you go. Just gonna cut it into
Perfect.
4.
So then each of the individual 4 balls can work out for 1 per person then? Is this
One
going to
per
be
person.
for
Yeah, they're
a
like-
recipe for 4? Okay.
Right, like personal pizzas.
Little
I would
personal
say.
breakfast pizza, but for
Exactly.
dinner, because it's the Brenner action. I love it. I got to get a
Exactly.
knife here myself. Perfect.
There we go.
Coming around with a knife. All right. Now, how do you like to do your ham? I mean, are we just going to do a nice little bit of some little chunks here?
Yeah, little chunks. I would
Okay.
do little chunks. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. I can do that for you. Perfect. Is that good?
Oh yeah. Oh, that's beautiful.
That's the way? All right,
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
And then how do you do your bacon? You just kind of crumble in your hand? Do you like to chop it?
I like
mean, what
to
are we
chop
doing?
it. I like to chop
You
it.
like to take it? You like to, all right, I like to eat it. Oh my God. It always tastes better with bacon, right?
Yeah.
All right.
There we go. I like oval shapes. They're cute. They're fun. So that's what we're gonna do right now.
I like it.
Yep. My first one is done. Let's put it on.
All right, we'll
The,
just do a little rough chop on the bacon
Yep,
then?
there we
About
go.
like this?
yeah.
That works good? All right.
That's perfect.
Very
Okay,
good.
Let's get my other one on there. We're gonna do 2 at a time.
2 at a time. Okay.
Oh yeah. Let's get this up.
Nice. And so you're just going to put that onto just a little bit of parchment
Yeah.
paper so it doesn't stick. No flour or anything else on the bottom of it. Just the
No.
parchment paper so that way
It'll
then you
be
have a nice
fine.
little bit of a even playing field.
Exactly.
Not going to have any stickage. Just
Okay.
going to slide right off. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
there you go.
Cool.
And then I'm gonna get me another oval shape. It's
Nice.
gonna be fun. Here we
It's
go.
kind of fun because it's just like, you kind of get
Yeah.
that whole little rolling out the day part
know-
of it all, bringing it all together, just kind of.
Honestly,
You're easing
I think,
into it.
I think the kids would love to do this.
See, this is exactly
I
it.
know
As a
mine
father,
do.
this
I
is
know
like a
mine do.
total fun, family-friendly thing where it's like you can have everything already done, and all of it meased out, and it's just like, hey, let's just have you roll the dough a little bit. Let's get a little dirty.
Exactly.
Okay.
And like I said, you add that flour if you need to. If it gets a little sticky, just put a little. What I do is just put a little flour onto the pin. If you need to put a little flour there, it's okay.
I like it.
You can do it.
How thick are you trying to get this and rolling out to?
I want this a little on the thin side.
Okay, a little on the thin side.
Okay, so it doesn't take that long to cook.
Nice and crispy.
And,
You want that
yeah,
little
I
cracker
love-
crunch, it sounds like
yeah,
a
there you
little
go.
bit.
Got another one done.
All
Boom.
right.
We're in there. Let's
All right,
go.
and how do we top
That's
these?
beautiful.
What do we do?
Okay, so first, all right. First, I always like to add the cheese.
The cheese, okay.
Oh,
All right, so
yeah,
that's your
love to
base
add
then. This is the
cheese. Yeah,
glue.
this is the glue.
This is the glue, the fun glue here.
Oh yeah.
And what type of cheese are we working with then?
We're doing mozzarella. But
Mozzarella.
you can have any one you like.
Okay.
Yeah, this is gonna be
I'll
fun.
bring these a little closer to you. That
I
way
love
then
the tomatoes.
get the whole assembly line going here for
And
you.
then when you put the cheese, just make sure you leave a little something for the crust. But if you don't like crust, you can put it all over. It's not a problem.
Okay.
Yeah, with these, you can kind of make it how you want. Put
Nice.
things where you want to put them. They're gonna be beautiful. I think the egg really makes it beautiful.
All right, cool.
So always leave you are gonna leave a little hole in the middle though.
Okay.
So kind of like go
A
around.
nice little well for the egg to sit into?
Yeah,
Okay.
I would do that. I would definitely do that.
Right on.
So I'll put it all on there and just make the hole in the middle.
That way then you
And
find
how much?
it.
Yep. there you go.
Nice. See, this is fun.
Yeah, this is fun. Just make the hole for the cheese for the egg, and you're good. to
And what
go.
else are you looking for here?
I mean, I put the spinach on the around it.
Okay.
So I
And
really
just gonna put on. So there's the healthiness of it because we got bacon, we got the ham, we got a
Yeah.
little bit of spinach, and then it's just like douse it with the meat.
couple.
Come on,
Yeah,
bring on.
there you go.
Bring on the fun part. I mean, come on now. I'm telling you, I love bacon. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like
You can
bacon.
exactly. You don't have to put that much spinach because you want to fit everything on there.
Sure.
okay?
And
Put a
you're just
couple-
using already just straight out of the bag. You can clean.
Yeah, I
It's
washed
already been
it, but
cleaned and
yes.
washed, so then just straight in. So no sautéing of anything. Could you use this with a frozen spinach too?
I've never done that.
Okay.
I usually use the fresh spinach,
Okay.
but I think
See, that's
you can.
the spirit. I like the fresh
think-
spinach too. It's,
I think you can.
All right, let's
okay,
get these
so
finished.
Now I'm going to put a little bit of the ham.
Okay.
Just around.
Nice.
Okay. And the egg is going to go on last.
Coal.
Okay. The
Very
egg is gonna
cool.
Go on last. Yeah. There we go. All right, a little bit more ham because I love ham. Okay, a little bit of bacon. You don't need a lot of meat. Just how much ever you like. Okay.
Nice.
Just to give it that flavor.
And if you want to add turkey, if you want to use turkey bacon, if you
add
want to use
like.
the leftovers from before, crumbled sausage, you could do that. I like the freedom that
Yeah,
you can just kind of play with this.
Honestly, it doesn't look that great right now, but when it comes out that oven, it's going to be beautiful.
All right.
Okay. And then 1 large egg right in the middle.
Nice.
There we go. And if it comes off, don't worry about it. It's still going to be amazing.
Killer.
Okay, and then we're going to just dress the other one, and we're good to go.
Awesome.
There we go. A little bit of spinach.
All right. Then we're going to take a little quick break because we're going to finish up these. And while our breakfast pizzas go into the oven, we'll be right back with salmon patties, okra hush puppies. You won't want to miss it. Ahead on Southern Breakfast for Dinner, DeeAs. Welcome back to Dinner DeeAs. Ideas for dinner you can make tonight or tomorrow morning. Since we're making a Southern-style breakfast for dinner, all from Girl and a Grill, April Page. Her unique breakfast spot in Tampa is almost as colorful as she is. Before the break, we got our breakfast pizza into the oven, and now we're getting the good stuff because we're about to fry something up, it looks like.
Oh, yeah. Salmon patties. Now, this is my Aunt Kelly's recipe. It is so good.
Nice. So how do we get this going then?
Okay, so first we got to, of course, drain your can of salmon. So you just need 1 can.
Okay, so you're using canned salmon for this? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Take your bones out. See if there's any bones in there. We did that.
Okay.
So we're good to go. Put it inside a medium bowl. And then we're going to add some breadcrumbs, onions, seasoning, and an egg. We're going to mix all that together.
Perfect. Let's go ahead. So we got the breadcrumbs going in next.
Oh, yeah. Let's get it all in there.
Just traditional breadcrumbs? Are they seasoned breadcrumbs? Just a general?
It's up to your discretion. I use Italian breadcrumbs, but you can use whatever you like. It's up to you.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's perfect. And then you just mix it all together till you get a good consistency, and you can make some patties and put it in your oil. I use olive oil, but everybody always uses vegetable oil, whatever oil that you like.
Okay.
Okay.
Now what's going in there?
This is garlic powder.
Okay.
Onion powder. Some pepper and some salt.
Nice.
Oh yeah, all your seasonings.
You gotta get the staples down in this.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you this. Anything that my aunt makes, man, it is absolutely amazing. She cooks with love.
I love that part. Now, did she help you kind of like bring some of the recipes for the restaurant together with you?
No, but she inspired me to really care about that first bite someone takes when you're cooking for them, because I just remember being at her table and, you know, she'll just be sitting there waiting for me to take that first bite and, you know, just almost like a clarification. Okay, is it really good? And that's cooking from your heart. That's cooking with love.
I dig it.
Yeah, so you just mix it all together until you get a good consistency, and then you're going to drop it in the pan. And honestly, I was thinking about adding this to my menu.
Nice, okay.
Yeah, just put it all together. Here we go.
Now, what are you looking for from a consistency standpoint to say, hey, this is ready to start forming this patty?
Well, what you're going to do is you're going to mix it all together, and you're going to kind of smash it together to get it in. Because once you start frying it, it's going to hold. Okay. Especially because you got the egg, you got the breadcrumbs.
So we don't need to let it rest, nothing in the refrigerator. You can go straight to adding the ingredients, getting the patty, and then put it straight into the pan.
Right, and you can make your onions a little bit more finer. I like mine to be a little bit thicker because I love onions. Okay. But, you know, even so, you can just put a little bit of onions. That's up to you, but I like the flavor of it.
Sounds like a plan, because for April's recipes for her breakfast menu, including the breakfast pizza we made before the break, you know what to do. Get the phones out, head to dinnerdeas.com, or we made it easy. Just scan the QR code at the corner of your screen so you can see all our shows and the recipes to go with them. Oh, look at that. I think that's now starting to really firm up.
It's ready. It's ready. So we're going to make a couple of patties. Okay?
What's the size that you're looking for from a patty size?
I would say about 2 inches, maybe about like that.
Yeah. Okay.
That's how I make them.
Okay.
I'm going to start off with 2 of
them. The eyeballs. We're going with the eyeballs. We're going for that.
I'm doing a lot of fun stuff today.
I like that.
Oh, yeah. So in this, you can even make about 4 or 5 out of this, honestly.
Nice.
If you want a little bit thicker, that's up to you.
All right, so then let's see here.
Amazing.
So it's like just kind of like making a burger patty. This is it.
Yeah.
It's just like a burger patty. Okay.
Okay, just drop it in your oil. You hear that sizzle? Okay.
Perfect.
You're good.
That's the spot there. That's when you know that your oil's hot. That's when you know it. Okay.
Oh yeah. Let me get a little bit more on there.
And how long do they take then?
I would say about 2 to 3 minutes on each side, maybe a little longer.
Okay.
I would just eyeball it until you get a nice golden brown. Probably about 5 minutes for both sides.
Perfect. And while those fry up, it might not really be breakfast time, but it is time for us to take a break.
Yeah.
So when we come back, more fried delights as we make okra hush puppies. That's
we go.
ahead on Dinner DeeAs.
Nice.
Welcome back to Dinner DeeAs. Ideas for dinner served up each day from us to you. Today we're making a Southern-style breakfast for dinner with April Page. She's the owner of Tampa breakfast spot, Girl and a Grill. And before the break, we fried up some simple salmon patties. And even before that, we made our breakfast pizzas from scratch.
Oh, yeah.
But now it looks like there's some more frying in our future. So what are we making next?
So these are okra hush puppies. This is another recipe from my Aunt Kelly. Thank you, Aunt Kelly, for being so great.
Thank you, Aunt Kelly, for being so great. All right, I love that too. What do we do first?
So first we just combine all the dry ingredients.
Okay.
And what we have is cornmeal.
Cornmeal, all right.
Okay, there we go. We got some flour.
Okay.
Can't forget that, all-purpose flour.
All-purpose flour, okay.
Oh yeah, and then we got some salt,
Nice.
baking soda.
Okay.
Here we go. Buttermilk.
Buttermilk,
Can't go
all right.
wrong, right? Can't go wrong. So now we're gonna get into our wet ingredients. Let's go. Some onion, finely chopped, of course.
Okay.
We love onions. We love onions.
You like
guys.
the onions. I can see that. You got the Salmon Patties, you got the hush puppies.
Then
You
we
and Aunt
got-
Kelly just like having some fun with the
Don't
onions.
play no games.
All right.
And then we got finely sliced okra, fresh okra.
Okay.
Oh, this is gonna be good. I'm excited.
Now, was the okra hard to come across? Where can you find okra?
No, anywhere. You can go anywhere and just
Okay.
slice it up. I did forget the pepper. Cannot forget the pepper. Let's
Need a little
go.
hit? Okay.
And then 1 egg, and then we're just gonna stir that together.
Nice.
Until we get a good consistency. It still will be sticky. That's why we got 2 spoons over here. I'm gonna show you how to do it.
Perfect.
All
Let's see
right.
how this all comes
Here we
together
go.
here.
Just stir it up. This is the fun part. Stirring is the fun part,
See,
guys.
that's exactly it. It's the process.
There we go.
It's not a sprint, it's a marathon to get there, and it takes
yeah.
all of the good steps to get there. Like you guys at home for these steps, and for April's recipe for these hush puppies, her aunt's salmon patties, and those breakfast pizzas we did earlier. They're all on our website, dinnerdeas.com. Scan the QR code, take you right to the site.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Gonna
And it's got
these
nice
are looking
balance
good.
that it looks like because of the okra in there.
Oh, my God. And it's a great color, too.
Yeah,
It's really good.
Now, what are you looking for from a consistency standpoint?
Honestly, you know, you don't want to see any powder, so you want to get that in there.
Okay.
It is going to be sticky. I'll show you how to drop it into the oil. Of course, you're going to have some oil on medium heat. If you want to use olive oil, vegetable, up to you.
Okay.
Okay, so that's about the consistency that you're going to want to get to. See how it's all together? And then you're going to drop it in like you drop in dumplings or something, you know, right? So here we go. We are ready. I'm excited.
What's the size that you're looking for then?
So I usually do like about 1 inch. I'll show you.
Okay.
Like a spoonful.
Just
I
about a
guess.
spoon. All right.
Yeah, so you're going to get you a spoonful. I try to keep it round, but you know, even if they're not round, they're still going to be delicious.
Okay.
Okay, just a small little spoonful on there. You're going to drop it right into the oil, okay?
Right on.
There we go. That's one.
Nice. Okay.
All right, and then you're going to do a couple more.
And how many are you thinking per person are going to be portioned out and served?
I would say about 4 to 5. I don't know.
4 to 5
'cause they're kind
per.
of small.
Okay.
Maybe depending on if you're eating something with it or if you're eating it alone. Because my Aunt Kelly eats this alone. This is all she eats right here. This is the dinner.
This is what she's noshing on. This is the snack time for it. Because
yeah.
while our hush puppies get cooking, we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, it's taste test time, my friends,
Oh, yeah.
as we give our Southern breakfast for dinner a spin and make sure it's earned a place as a dinner DeeAs. Welcome back to dinner, or rather breakfast DeeAs. As today we're doing a Southern breakfast for dinner. It's a culinary creation from the colorful girl and a grill, AKA April Page. Earlier we made breakfast pizza from scratch, even made her own dough for this. Then your Aunt Kathy's beautiful salmon patties. And before the break, okra hush puppies. Favorite part of the day, taste test time.
Let's go.
All right, let's see how this egg comes together. I'm going
Yeah, me too.
straight in because I'm gonna like literally go in for like the fold. You know, that's like the whole thing when it comes to like,
yeah.
you know, a pizza. Like I gotta have that like fold here. And look at that, I got a little bit of egg.
There we go.
And I got every little bite in there right there. I got a little bit of the tomato mixed with some bacon,
That was good.
our egg. Oh, absolutely. And the ham, fantastic. Now, which way you going? You going hush puppy next or you going salmon patty?
I'm going salmon. I'm
Salmon?
going salmon.
All right, I follow your lead. All right,
Let's go.
let's see what's going on here.
Oh yeah,
Very good.
that's perfect.
I like that one. That was fun. All right, now we got to go for the trifecta here. We're going hush puppy here.
Let's go.
Cheers. Very nice. Very nice. A little bit of bite there. Get a little bit of okra in there. I like
good.
that. Thanks again to Girl and a Grill, aka April Page. Visit her for breakfast on Nebraska Avenue in Tampa and get her recipes for all of this at our website, dinnerdeas.com. Just scan the QR code, it'll take you right there. I'm Jeff Philbin. Thanks for watching and see you next time for more Dinner Diaz.
If you'd like to feature your favorite chef or restaurant on our show, just send an email to dinnerdiaz@fox.com. That's dinnerdiaz@fox.com.